Why don't witches wear underwear? It gives them a better grip on their broom. Heyo! What up, YouTube? Let's hear. Thanks again for visiting the channel. As always, I appreciate it. If this is your first time to the channel, thanks so much for watching. If you'd be so kind as to go ahead and hit that thumbs up button just for the algorithm, I'd really appreciate that. And if you enjoy the content, please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. That would be awesome. It's let's underscore do it up, LETS underscore DOITUP on Instagram. Please go ahead and give me a follow. If you'd like to send a knife or knives into the channel for review, I would really appreciate that. It would really help out the channel. Just go ahead and send me an email at letsdiu79@gmail.com. As soon as you send me the knife or knives, I'll send you my shipping address. And as soon as I get the knife, I'll spend a week or two with it and then go ahead and do the review and send it back to you. That would really help out the channel. I'd really appreciate that a lot. And this unboxing today, I'm not doing an unboxing. I'm sorry, I'm not doing a review of this knife, although I will be doing the review of this knife very, very soon. This is the giveaway knife that I'll be giving away when I hit 700 subscribers. But the unboxing today is brought to you by Ian_G_EDC on Instagram. It's because of people like him that I'm able to bring you content such as this. There's no way I could have gotten my hands on these knives if it wasn't for him. So I would really appreciate it if you'd go ahead onto Instagram and give him a follow. Again, it's Ian_G_EDC. He's a really cool dude. He got these knives in recently, and I was he said so during a live chat. And I was like, oh, I'd really love to review those at some point. And he's like, oh, I'll send them to you. So, and I thought he was kidding. But I gave him my shipping address, and about 2 weeks later, they arrived. So, let's do it up. Here we go. I wasn't sure if I got all this stuff marked off of here or not, so I just kind of left it off the camera for now. I don't know if it was the kind of tape that he used or what, but I couldn't get this address marked off of here very easily. But I'm not really sure how to open this guy because it's brown tape basically all the way around it, so I'm not really sure what angle to come at it at. But again, this is the Kaiser Escort. It's a fantastic knife, absolutely amazing. 20 CV blade steel, aluminum scales. Oh God, what does Kaiser call it? Well, it's Kaiser's version of the Axis lock. I keep forgetting what it's called. Ultra deep carry stainless steel pocket clip. Amazing action, absolutely fantastic. And it's got their adjustable Omega springs on it, so you can tighten or loosen up the strength on the Axis lock there, which is really fantastic. I really love this knife a lot. I've actually considered keeping it just because the site that I got it off of, they're sold out now, but they had it at a really good price. But here we go. We're getting into this box now. Hopefully I'm cutting open the right spots to get it open right away. If not, then we'll have to cut it someplace else. But let's see here if I can do this without cutting my hand off. All right. Fingers crossed. Nice. Okay, good. Bazinga. We got it. Okay, guys. A couple of Microtech knives. As you can see, American-made Microtech knives at that. Very, very, very exciting. Get those centered on the screen there. I'm going to move the box over to the side. Yeah, this is very exciting. Okay. Let's see which one I want to do first. We'll go with this one. This one came out first, so we'll do the other one in just a minute here. So, this is the MSI Single Edge FRAG G10 Black Stonewash Standard. So this is the FRAG version of the MSI, which is absolutely fantastic. I can't believe he sent these to me. I'm so excited to take a look at this knife. Oh my God, look at that. Oh, I knew it was a large knife, but oh, that's so amazing. Let me get this box out of the way. Okay, here we go, guys. Nice close-up look at it before we get it opened. I love the FRAG texturing on those scales. Jesus, that's nice. You've got the standard Microtech stainless steel clip there, MSI, serial number 612, born on date 6/2023. Microtech. There's the ram lock God, that looks nice. So I think I think the hole is the only way to open this guy. So let's do that. Oh, great action. Absolutely fantastic. A little bit of oil there. That's okay. I don't have a rag here with me, so I can't really wipe it off, but oh, that's beautiful. M390K. I'm sorry, M390K. So I don't know, I've heard a few people talk about this steel. There's really nothing fancy about it. It's just, Complex calls it M390 with a top hat. So there's really nothing crazy different from M390 to M390MK. Why is that not focusing? There we go. But you can see here the grind on this blade is absolutely beautiful. The milling on it is great. You can see all those milling lines, and that just looks fantastic to me. I prefer grind lines, but it is what it is. But yeah, this just looks fantastic. And I love their G10 on this knife. Absolutely wonderful. So what are we looking at here for hardware? It looks like T8s on just about everything except for the pivot, which kind of looks like a T15 to me. And then you've got that ram lock there. A position there for ambidextrous pocket clip, which is good because it's got an ambidextrous lock and it's got an ambidextrous opening mechanism. Oh, and the action on this guy is fantastic. The thumb hole works great. The reverse flicking, it works great. It's a little bit harder to reverse flick though, as you can see there. It takes a little bit more action, maybe just a hair, just a little bit of wrist, just a hint of wrist to get this guy to open all the way, but that's not too bad. It's not tight. You can see there when I disengage the lock, it just snaps right back down into the pivot. It might just be kind of the way the pivot there is set up so that you can't, the detent could be a little tighter, I guess, to get that guy to open up all the way with the reverse flick. But yeah, this is amazing. Let me give you some measurements here. It looks like we are looking at a knife that is 8 3/4 inches overall, with about a 4-inch blade and about right between 4.25 and 4.5 inches of cutting edge. The handle itself looks like about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 4.75 inches for the handle, roughly. I'm just eyeballing it right now. I don't have any concrete measurements here with me. But yeah, this frag patterning on these scales is absolutely wonderful. I like that a lot. You can't really use, it's non-functional on this side just because the pocket clip is kind of in the way. I don't know if that's going to cause any issues with going in and out of the pocket. I don't know if that's going to fray up your pants or not, but the frag texturing looks big enough to where it's not going to be super duper sharp or aggressive, so it shouldn't cause any serious problems with your pockets. Quite a bit of hardware here. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws technically on the show side, and then you've got 2 extra screws here for the pocket clip. I don't know if those are necessary to come off to take the knife apart. And then you've got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws on this side, not counting the pocket clip screws. The pocket clip screws look like those are T8s as well. And just the texturing or just the way the G10 feels on this knife is absolutely fantastic. Definitely top of the line quality. You can feel that for sure. Very solid knife. There's nothing loose or rattly or anything like that, and you can just feel how sturdy this knife is when you open and close it for sure. 100%. This is wonderful. This is absolutely wonderful. I love it. All right, let's get into the other one here. So I'm sure you guys can guess which one this is. This is the manual stitch Ramlock SE FRAG G10 Stonewash Standard. So this will be this is my first time handling both of these knives, but I've never handled a stitch before, not even an automatic. So I'm very, very, very excited about this one. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that backspacer. That's so amazing. Oh God, this is wonderful. Does this have a big of a backspacer on? No, the backspacer on the MSI is a little bit shorter. So this is just about a full length. I guess you can call that a 3/4 length backspacer, but Let me move this box so I can experience this properly. Just in case I drop this knife, I don't want to hit that one, so I'm going to move it. So this is my first time opening a stitch, guys. God, that looks amazing. Just about the same thing. The frag texturing is a little bit bigger. Sorry, guys. The frag texturing is a little bit bigger on the stitch than it is on the MSI. So you do have a little more access to the frag texturing on the lock side on this one than you do on the MSI. Obviously, you've got the same axis lock or ram lock there, and the same stainless steel clip. It says Stitch serial number 609, born on date 7/20/23. You can see that there. But yeah, I just the aesthetics of this guy are absolutely. I've always wanted to handle a Stitch. 100%, absolutely love this knife. Gigantic finger choil there, as you can see. You've got the ram lock. Very acute tip on this knife. Plenty of room to put your thumb here. Plenty of room to put your middle finger here. Plenty of room in this opening hole for you to use your thumb or your middle finger to flip it open. A little bit less hardware, 2, 3, 4 screws on the lock side, not counting the pocket clip, and 1, 2, 3, 4 screws on the, 5 screws on the show side, not counting the pocket clip. Same thing here, M390MK. You've got the Microtech emblem there. And you've also got the Borka Blades emblem here. I don't know if everybody knows or not. Borka Blades makes a knife called the Stitch, and it's a custom knife. Very, very, very expensive, very hard to get a hold of. But Microtech decided to collaborate with them and make a model of their knife that kind of is modeled after the Stitch. The first one that they did was an automatic. It's got a big old button right here for you to push, and it's a side opening automatic, so it kind of flips open. It's one of the hardest firing Microtech knives out there. It may just be the hardest firing Microtech knife out there. I don't know for sure because I've never experienced it. But you do have a much smaller area here for a lanyard, if that's your thing. And looks like it's the same thing, T8 screws, except for what looks like a T15 screw here on the pivot. And then T8 screws all around the back. I'll give you a close-up look at this guy. Boy, that's sharp. This is an amazing knife. Absolutely amazing. I love it. I love everything about this guy. I've just drooled over the Stitch every time I see it in anybody's review. I've watched a review on this thing dozens and dozens and dozens of times. Just daydreaming about having one, which is sad. I know, it really is, but it's just such an amazing looking knife. I really love it. Let's see how the disengagement is on this guy. Yep, it's just about the same as the MSI. The middle finger flick on this guy is a little bit easier than the MSI, and closing it is just about the same, I'd say. The feeling on it is just about the same. Yeah, this is an amazing knife. Absolutely amazing. I really, really love it. I have to get my hands on this guy. I really do. Because I wouldn't mind buying the automatic, but I just prefer manual knives over automatics, no matter what. So I know that I would prefer the manual of this knife compared to the automatic, even though I've never experienced the automatic of this knife. One of the things I really like about this guy is when you whip it closed, most knives with an axis lock, when they hit the stop pin there, they kind of bounce, and this knife doesn't do that. It's very solid, pops right back into the handle, and it doesn't, there's no issue with it popping back out and possibly poking yourself with the blade or anything like that. Very user-friendly, very easy to open and close, and again, the quality on this G10 is just absolutely amazing. The jimping up here on the thumb area is fantastic. With you choked up on this blade, you can see there that you got plenty of room, and it's so comfortable. You have a little bit less cutting edge here than you normally would with a knife like this, with this being such a big choil. But I'm okay with that. I don't mind that at all. You still get, let's see here, about 3 inches of cutting edge, maybe a little bit less, but that's okay. Let's see here, full measurements on this guy. So we are looking at, I'd say about 8.5 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.5 inches overall. The blade itself looks like it's about 3.5 inches and about 2.8 on the cutting edge there. The handle itself, it looks like it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just shy of 5 inches. So the blade to handle ratio on this guy is just a little off, but I don't think that's a big deal. Let's see if there's a huge difference in weight on these guys. I don't normally weigh during unboxings, but I just really want a reason to keep handling these guys. I really love these knives so much. Okay, so we're zeroed out there. That's fantastic. We're looking at 5.9 ounces here, probably closer to 6. Might just be a discrepancy with my scale. And the MSI, it looks like 5.3. So the MSI is just a little bit lighter than the manual stitch. 5.3, 5.9. Okay. Oh, this is wonderful. Absolutely love these knives. But I like the stitch more, for sure. Without a doubt, without question. As I said, I've never handled a stitch of any kind before, so having this in hand is just, I don't know if I'd call it a dream, but I've wanted to have this thing in my hand for so long. That's what she said. But it's such an amazing knife, and I really love the ram lock. As far as it goes with regular axis locks, the axis lock is pretty good, but you've got the Omega springs there, which have a history in the past of failing once or twice, I've heard, but I've never actually experienced that happen. I haven't heard a lot of people say that they've had issues with their Omega springs breaking, but with this being a straight coil spring, that's definitely much less of a chance of that happening. And it's very comfortable. Doesn't seem to be difficult to pull back at all. And I wonder if you can deploy this with just the, yeah, very easy to deploy and disengage this with just the ram lock there. Let's see if it's the same with the MSI. Probably. It's a big weighty blade there. Yeah, for sure. I really do love the MSI though. You've got quite a generous finger choil here for you to be able to choke up on this guy quite a bit. And you've got a nice thumb ramp there to make it nice and comfortable as well. But as far as aesthetics, I think I like the stitch more. But in the hand, while the stitch is very comfortable, I feel like the MSI would probably be a little bit better. Just having more blade length there and a little bit less going on with the shaping on the handle. I don't know. I'll have to carry these guys and experience them for a while to decide which one I like more in the hand. But I absolutely like the stitch more just based on aesthetics. That is absolutely wonderful. Ian, I can't thank you enough, buddy, for sending these in for me to take a look at. You didn't have to do that, but you did anyway, so I really appreciate this. I'm not going to use these. I'm not really going to be crazy with them. I'm just going to kind of carry them and experience them and enjoy the aesthetics of them and enjoy having them here with me while I can until he starts demanding to have them back. I'll try to get them back to him before that happens, but we'll see. I don't know. I hope they don't get lost in the mail. I'm just kidding, buddy. Just kidding. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. And stay up, y'all. Praise the pig. Take it easy. Bye.